Hello, everyone. We're about ready to get started. My name is Haley Walker. I recently joined the Academic Innovation and Student Success team as Director of Marketing and Communications. This morning, I'm excited to welcome our Student Success team up to the stage for their presentation, Beg, Borrow, and Steal.
Hello, everybody. I am Jess Sanchez. I'm a lead success specialist on the student success team, which is housed within the Department of Student Engagement. I'm going to come down here. I feel like it's Stephanie West style. If you've seen one of her presentations, she gets down and talks, and she's like a hero of mine. So anyway, so I'm really excited about this year's, really the theme of the summit of leading of course, now I'm not going to have a thought in my head, but of building success through community. And so like any great community, I'm going to teach you today about how to beg, borrow, and steal from one another, which really is a method of success that will help us to work better together. And so really what this means is really just a sharing of ideas with one another and being able to be in the same room and talk about how we're using Raider Success Hub as a tool and also as a means of ways to support our students. So when we talk about beg, borrow, and steal, what does that mean in practice? Begging really is more of that like learning stage. So asking each other questions, picking each other's brains. If you hear yourself saying, can I just ask one more question? Or maybe if you find yourself at on-site supports today, I bet you're probably in that begging stage of the process. Maybe you're just new to Raider Success Hub, or you're a new employee at the university, and there's a lot to learn here today. So we're glad that you're here and excited that you're here for really, this is a workshop of table topics where you'll just get an opportunity to talk further with your campus partners that are in the room this afternoon or this morning. Our borrowing stage. So at each of the table topics, we will have a student, a member of our success team who will be leading the table topic, telling you about ways that we've used the platform in different ways, but also just setting the stage for you to be able to ask your questions and share your knowledge about how you've used it to support students. And then borrowing, if you get new information, you should pay it forward and share with your friends and faculty and staff members who may not be here to be able to spread all these new ideas. I think one of my favorite parts of being on the student success team, I was on the initial rollout when we brought on the first 13 success specialists they were put into the colleges last January. And so we've used Raider Success Hub since the beginning. And so when we would come back for our monthly meetings, it was kind of like a small summit of being able to hear the complex ways somebody sets up their appointment availability or different ways that they've met with students and different tasks that they are able to assign to them. So it's really neat. And so it's great that we're able to be here today to incorporate that method on a larger scale. And then stealing. If you hear an idea today that just works for your team, take it, take it and make it work as your own. Of course, maybe don't break any laws with that. Don't steal something that's not yours. But if there's something that works here today, we want, to give you permission to definitely, if it works for your team, to take it and run with it. For instance, we've got a trail mix that we've built out for some of our new employees of a way for just a new student success specialist to come in and the trails that they should look at first. And you'll be able to see that today, to scan a QR code and just kind of look at that. If that looks like something great for your team, you can take that, or if you need to adjust it for your advisors or your area, however you see fit. We just want you to know that is out there and available to you. But the key, again, to making this beg, borrow, and steal method of success work is our relationships and building a stronger community across campus, to be able to have a safe space to tell people how you're using it, to adjust the ways that you're using it, and ask those questions. And so that's, I don't know, everything that we've said, that's been said this morning, I think has really set the stage for doing just that. And so we're looking forward to maybe some of the conversations that these topics will evoke. I know that, just speaking from my experience on the student success team, our job would not be possible without the strength of our campus partners and the relationships that we're building. Oh my gosh, just the calls that we can make either on behalf of a student or for a student and just with the campus partner. It's just really inspiring just to be able to see across the campus. All of our goal is to help support these students and help them be successful. And it's really touched me to be able to see that firsthand through the student success implementation. So next, I'll tell you about our table topics. So the way that this is going to work is this is only a 50-minute presentation. And we're going to all be talking. So this is going to move pretty fast, but these are the topics that we'll be discussing today. Rater Success Hub, the student experience. We'll have two tables dedicated to that, two tables dedicated to every topic so that we can still spread out in this room. But Rater Success Hub, the student experience, where we'll have two professionals walking through that topic. Onboarding new employees in Rater Success Hub. Appointment availability and the topics that you might select or narrow down to be able to best support students, or that they can select whenever they're coming to make appointments with you. And then tracking student progress. So whether that be through alerts or anything from even file sharing with students. Anyway, so that one's a pretty broad topic and we'll get into that. But I did want to let you know the way that it'll work is we'll have about 20 minutes where you can sit at a table and you can hear from two topics today. So 20 minutes, you'll sit at one table, share about a topic, and then you'll get up and then you can go to another topic that you're interested in. So, and I'll keep the time and let you know when it's time to switch. We'll have about a 5-minute break to do that switch as we're talking. Moving forward, I'll go a little bit into those topics a little bit more. And I'm going to have our people stand up that are leading. For this Rater Success Hub, the student experience side, we've got Rachel Hoover and Nicole Terrell leading those. They're going to be at these back two tables. Rachel Hoover is our student success manager. She's in week 3 of this role. And guys, we've had her work the Texas Texpo and then having her lead a table topic today. And she is doing phenomenal. And so she's going to help lead that, as well as Nicole Terrell, who's on our student engagement team, but has spent a lot of the summer teaching students how to opt into text messaging and encouraging students to use Rater Success Hub, and also encouraging our peer mentors within student engagement to use the platform more. So those two will be leading those back there. These are the things that they'll be walking through. Y'all can sit down. These are the things that you'll be walking through. Staff access to Rater Success Hub. You can look at the student view through your portal. So just making you aware of that. Dashboard navigation for the student, what it means when a student goes to change their major or explore a new major within the platform, how it looks to schedule an advising appointment or any appointments, and what live chat looks like for them as well. So they're going to be walking you through those things, and you can ask questions, of course, too, and tell us about how you're encouraging students to use the platform. Moving on, we've got our onboarding process. So this is more kind of like what I was telling you. If you've got a new employee or somebody who's new to Rater Success Hub that needs to kind of be onboarded into how to use the platform, they're just getting started. This is how you would talk to them about maybe just give them a starting spot. We'll also talk about how to add in Outlook, how to bring in Salesforce into Outlook and that add-in so that you can log your emails or document through there. And then creating a trail mix that you can come back to every time. This is a QR code, and there will be one at that table that goes to that trail mix I talked to you about. There's one that we are going to start giving the student success specialists when they're implemented to our team. So Allison and Melissa, will y'all stand up back there? Okay, Allison Schmidt, she is our success specialist in one of our success specialists in university advising, and Melissa is our success specialist in the Rawls College of Business. So thank y'all for being here and helping lead in those conversations for us. Next, I've got the appointment availability topic. So looking at Outlook synchronization, maximizing your availability, choosing those topics and subtopics that are best for your team, maybe some considerations when setting your buffer time, and the one-off appointments. So that is our two success specialists right here, Jace and Aaron. Aaron works in the College of Architecture, And Jace in the College of Engineering. Yes, love the architecture support here. That's awesome. And our last topic with John Burdan and Jeremy Norman are going to be over here. Yes. Okay. Perfect. We'll get you. Well, you can move in a sec when everybody else is moving. You have to do it right now. So, right over here at these two tables, Jeremy and John will be leading this topic. Jeremy is our lead student success specialist for online programs, and he's just recently joined our team. So, super excited about that. And John is also a success specialist in the College of Engineering. They'll talk about navigating alerts, the in progress grades tab, file sharing, applying tasks and success plans, and accessing student lists. And so anyway, we want to hear from you how you are utilizing these things. And really it'll just be about 7 to 10 minutes of them kind of setting the stage, but then asking you some questions of how you're using this platform and being able to share out ways that you're supporting students through the tool Raider Success Hub. So I think we are good to move on and get started. Yes, thank you for coming, and we're not there yet. So let's go ahead and move around, and then if we can have our topic people stand up, I'll go ahead and give you another reminder. Appointment availability at the front, also at the front, tracking student progress. And then in the back with Allison and Melissa, the onboarding process for new staff. Also in the back, we've got Nicole and Rachel, who are going to lead the student experience in Raider Success Hub. Also, so we have it set as 2 tables so that you don't have to, you can go to either one. So it'll be the same topic, but it'll allow you to spread out. So Jeremy and John will be talking about the same topic, and feel free to pull chairs if you need some space to sit. Okay, everybody. I hate to break it up. Y'all are having such good discussion. I hope that y'all are learning from one another. I can't wait to hear back from our team about all that we've learned from you. Because I mean, the discussions have just been great from what I hear. So we're ready to hop into our next set of, you can choose your next table topic. So if you've just spent some time talking about the student experience and maybe want to hop over to tracking student progress, now would be the time to do it. So just a reminder of where everybody is in the front, left, right, depending on where you're standing. In the front over here, we've got Jace and Aaron, who are leading appointment availability. And then also over here with John Burdan and Jeremy Norman, we've got tracking student progress. Then in the back of the room, we've got Allison Schmidt and Melissa Viriel, who are talking about onboarding new employees in the Raider Success Hub. And then Nicole and Rachel in the back, who are speaking about the student experience.
Okay, so thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a reminder for everybody, this session will end at about 10:50, 10:51, and then we'll move into our next. So this will be about 15 minutes that we get to chat at this one, and then we'll move on to our next presentations. on site. Or if y'all need a little snack. And there's more breakfast. There's more food, more breakfast if you need a little snack before our lunch, which I think is after the next session. But anyway, thank you so much for coming together and learning from one another. Really, we cannot achieve success alone, and we will only get better together. So thank you so much for coming.